I think they've assembled one of the best squads we've seen
Ever.
Yeah. I mean, they won the Prem last year, and then they just got like a lot better.
You think PSG is vulnerable?
I think PSG is vulnerable. They showed it.
So Liverpool's better than them right now.
Yeah.
If Arsenal was a serious club, they would have spent the money and gone and gotten Rodrygo.
Yeah.
If they were a serious club with the actual mentality to get that elite piece in their club, they need a left winger, you go get Rodrygo.
I had him as my Bundesliga breakout player of the year. Obviously, he's in a different league now, but I think this is going to be the year. By the end of the season, he's in a different tier of midfielders. Not saying he's going to be Vitinha, Pedri, Jude level, but a tier below or one more below that. But I think he'll be starting to reach the upper echelon.
Nah, if you don't watch some games, it just don't happen.
Gotta watch him.
That's a fact.
Yo,
Nah,
like if you don't open the room, it's not messy, right? Let's clap it up. Episode 93 of the Five Side Podcast, which is a very good FIFA rating. Who am I joined by today?
Hey guys, what's going on? Sebastian here.
Back again. It's Josh.
Yes, sir, Gabe.
Kendrick.
A lot to get into, a lot of action going on in Europe's Big Five leagues ahead of the current international break. But some of the biggest news that we got to get to start with our question of the week is with Alexander Isak officially signing for Liverpool 176 million. Was it dollars or pounds?
Dollars, I believe.
Dollars?
Dollars. I believe.
$176 million to Liverpool. On top of everyone else, they already got Kerkez, Frimpong, Wirtz, Ekitike. Do we think Liverpool are now, because of the signing, the current Champions League favorites?
Oh, Champions League favorites.
Do you think so? Does this put them over the edge?
Yeah, I think they've assembled one of the best squads we've seen ever.
Ever?
Yeah. I mean, they won the Prem last year, and then they just got like a lot better. So
On paper, yeah.
I don't think it's a crazy take. Like
You're saying better for the current state.
yeah, they're kind of elite in every position.
Oh, for sure. No, they have a great squad. Ever, I feel like, is based on the results you get.
Ever is brazy.
Yeah, Ever is heavy.
I'm saying it's possible, like with the players that they have.
He knows
on
what he's
paper.
doing. It's
On
good.
paper,
It's
no,
good. It's good for the club.
Do you think they're gonna go on that? Like, so you think that's the potential? Do you think they'll achieve that potential?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Like, where's take ever?
Best team ever. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I said potentially. I don't know if they're gonna do it or not.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But you think so? You think the UCL favorites? Though?
I think on paper they're elite in every single position.
Yeah.
Which has
With depth.
Yeah, with depth.
Yeah.
Which means they have the potential to like literally be the best team ever.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Keep going,
You're
keep going.
just young, bro. You haven't seen a lot of life.
This guy.
Don't
let
I'm just kidding.
I'm not. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Now, I will say, I guess, breaking it down the way you're breaking it down, there's not a team there's not many teams, obviously, that they could play that's like, okay, like them losing would make sense. If that's what you're trying to highlight currently. Like they low-key, which teams are up there in terms of competition in champs right now?
I would just say PSG,
But not
Barca.
You said
You
that?
think PSG is not even in their level?
Oh, shit.
But the thing
after
about
they got that knock to Chelsea, bro, they're vulnerable.
Okay.
That was
World
that
Cup?
loss. That no, bro, but that was the
crash out.
That was the kind of loss that's like, oh, everybody sees them as like they're vulnerable. They lost to Chelsea, not to like knock my team, but like it's not even like we were in some insane form.
I can't say that after you win every trophy besides the trophy that just got invented.
I'm just saying.
I can't say they look vulnerable.
They made it to a
Personally.
final and got washed. So it's
After-
like, all right, y'all might actually lose. Like it just showed that.
Yeah, of course.
It just
No.
shows that they're vulnerable.
They
to
were
lose.
vulnerable. Yeah. I
Actually-
think that was fair to see, even though in like the Villa leg. You think PSG is vulnerable?
I think PSG is vulnerable. They showed it.
So Liverpool's
And
better than them right now.
Yeah. I mean,
who else?
Even as defending champions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who
Who's
else?
better than Liverpool? Nobody, right?
No, I think they're Champions League
they
favorites.
look disgusting.
I just don't agree with the PSG take.
That they what?
The PSG.
I don't believe they're vulnerable because they
Right,
lost in a Club World Cup final.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's
No,
just-
when-
I mean, they might be the team with the most depth up top.
Who?
Liverpool.
Yeah,
discuss
Liverpool
the
and
best-
PSG
Like
is
the best attacking core up top is Liverpool.
Mhm.
The Isak signing Loki doesn't make sense to me.
But I was gonna say you also now have extraneous players.
They
didn't
they
have
kinda,
to.
they like they overwent.
They did some Madrid shit, and I'm a
They
Madrid fan.
overwent crazy.
Yeah, but they have 60 games potentially 70,
So
Yeah.
potentially 80.
injuries, resting.
There's Arne
And
Slot.
remember, Salah leaves for AFCON. That's important.
That's a
Fair.
good shot. That's a good
Salah
shot.
leaves for AFCON.
Do you know who set this precedent?
Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Just want y'all to remember that.
Not Real Madrid with
No, I mean,
Galacticos.
in an AFCON year when your best player leaves for like the middle part of the
Yeah.
season, it makes sense to invest in two versatile forwards.
Yeah.
I wonder what the books are looking like for them to do this.
They don't usually spend this kind of money.
And it's just more so, I don't know. Like January, does Liverpool spend in January? Like, has there been a January transfer?
Not a big one. They're not a big
Balotelli.
spenders usually.
Fair. But like for
In general, though, they're not
Because
big spenders.
in January though.
No, definitely.
No, this was definitely, it had to be a record for Liverpool.
This is a huge record for Liverpool. Yeah,
100
absolutely.
mil, 100
I mean,
mil, 100 mil.
Isak
100
alone is the EPL record.
They're
transfer.
not like that for sure.
No, they're definitely not. No, compared to City, United, Chelsea, no.
Mhm.
But now people are kind of laughing at them. Like you guys said, you were the kind of the club who doesn't do that. Now you wilding out with the bread.
Everybody was making fun of Chelsea 2 years ago, and now everybody's doing what Chelsea's doing. I read a really good article in The Guardian, so I want to read a quote. It was basically like, who won this transfer window? This person said, mainly Chelsea won the transfer window because they have become the norm now.
Something
Have
for themselves.
turned everyone else into Chelsea. Chelsea have turned out to have been operating ahead of the curve. It seems financial rules really are there to be disrupted. Win that new U.S. facing jolly, sell a building, sell the women's team, employ a manager who will gleefully wield the cleaver. Mainly Chelsea seems to have understood before everyone else one key structural driver behind this summer's hyper-commerce. The fact that PSR rules are malleable, that the way to make them work for you is just to keep trading, keep shifting money around. And I think this is basically just shows like the shift that we've seen in the like finances of football, where it's like everybody's realizing, okay, if I keep signing players for these outrageous fees, sign them for a long amount of time, and then just ship off a bunch of players, I can essentially like break all the like spending rules. Like that's why we're seeing all these insane record purchases. We're seeing Isak going for 170 mil. We're seeing
That's
Wirtz
inflation
going
in
for
general too, I
125.
would say.
But I'm saying like I feel like there used to be this kind of like generally known thing that there are like financial fair play rules in place that like teams can't just wild out and spend 500 M's in the summer. And now we're seeing that like everybody's just found a way to like break those rules.
I guess so. I don't really know.
It's literally true.
You're fully correct. That's why we have no pushback.
What about
You're right.
like Madrid
You're right.
summer when they got in the same summer Cristiano Ronaldo, which is their best signing ever. Karim Benzema, another ridiculous signing. Kaká, I think Xabi Alonso might have been in that summer too.
I don't know how much
Plus-
they spent.
Well, I'm saying less from a financial, more from just like
what was Di Maria?
a little bit late.
That was before, no?
Low
With
key.
Ozil?
Ozil was
That was after. If it was with Ozil, it was after. And Luka Modric, which also
no,
would have been
Ozil was
after.
around the Ronaldo time.
But it wasn't 08, 09. It wasn't the same transfer window because he was still at.
That's so crazy.
Where was he at that time? He was still with Werder Bremen. That's what it was.
It was
Yeah.
before.
Or was it Wolfsburg? Bremen, right? Bremen. Yeah.
Mm.
But no, I'm saying like, so I think financially Chelsea could be an influence, but when it comes to just an insane signing of how did you get all these stars at once, it's Real Madrid for sure.
Oh yeah, no,
Without a
I
question.
mean,
The Galacticos, like they created the idea of that.
yeah,
Chelsea.
the argument was never Chelsea has signed the most outrageous signings. Like
You're saying just throw in the bread.
The signings that they signed were all mid, but it was so that they can then off ship them.
Yeah.
As they did this summer. They like made like over 300 million in sales
Balancing the
in
books.
this past
Balancing the books.
transfer window.
Yeah.
And like, so it kind of set a new precedence of like, okay, like we're just gonna buy everybody up and sell them in a few years in a way that like we haven't seen before.
That's fair.
And I kept saying like last season, like bro, like we were ahead of the curve and now everybody's doing it. Now Liverpool is setting a new curve where they're like, yeah, we're gonna buy everybody up and we're actually gonna buy the best player from each team.
Yeah.
Like, I
And
haven't seen
they're not
anybody-
selling people off like
Yeah, and I haven't seen anybody do that part. Where it's like I'm not just buying mad players, I'm
Yeah.
buying all your best players.
I'm trying to think.
If we're talking
Wirtz?
less, I would
Wirtz?
say, Madrid is always stealing everyone's best player every year, pretty much.
Yeah, but not like all these players at once.
I mean, Ronaldo, Benzema, Kaká in one summer
that's
is
an outlier,
fucking
bro. That's an outlier.
But that's
That's what's lasted. The Galactic.
I'm saying is
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're saying besides Madrid at this point. Besides,
because Madrid's too insane. Like what are we talking about? Yeah.
Besides Madrid.
Besides Madrid, yeah.
What would you say about City?
We're just even in like.
What
the
would you say
modern
about
era.
City though?
When
They
did
don't be
do
stealing
this?
the biggest players.
City
Though.
signings are a bit more conservative.
They are.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
they are.
Cherky.
No, I'm saying
Holland was the
besides.
only time it felt like, oh, y'all are adding and already like best in the world.
What about
not
Grealish?
only.
What
Never
about
do that.
Grealish at that time?
That was a waste of money. That was a little bit of a Chelsea move.
100, but you see what how Grealish was in the Prem right before that.
Kinda,
Yeah.
kinda.
Man,
But this is
I don't
bigger.
even agree, but I'm just
Yeah,
thinking
this
out
is
loud.
bigger though. Isak,
100.
Verts, like those are really
Frimpong.
Frimpong too.
That's
Yeah,
just
he got-
that's like for me, Frimpong is what bothers. Like not what
Bothers
bothers me,
you,
but what
yeah.
like
These niggas are not playing. They just,
yeah, like Frimpong is like
But it made sense
that's
'cause
like
they lost
that's
Trent.
excess. Yeah, but still, Frimpong is a
Agreed.
very good player.
Yeah, the one reason I feel the one that was great signing because they lost the right back, they're directly replacing. Isak feels extra.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where it's the greed for
Absolutely.
me.
of course.
You know what I mean?
that-
to get him and Ekitike in
I
the
would
same
say-
summer.
You know how
They still have Cody Gakpo who had a good season last season too.
that's a fact. You know how I said my pops always used to send me like rumors and shit.
Yeah.
Like one concept he was always talking about around that time was just like teams will buy players so the teams don't have them for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's
and
a
sometimes they
tactic.
take him out of certain leagues and shit.
Of
too.
course. You don't want that.
Yeah.
You don't want to face Isak.
Yeah. Some other transfers though that have just been wrapped up this last week or so. Nick Jackson to Bayern Munich. Finally, it was on. It was off. It was on. It was off. It was on.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Absolutely.
I have hard feelings about that shit.
You didn't want it to happen
I
as a
feel
Chelsea
like-
fan?
No, I just feel like that whole situation was like a reminder of how like niggas are really just pawns, bro. And like not in some like disgusting way,
Yeah.
but it's like, yo, like they actually told this guy, we're loaning you to Germany, like pack up your life, say goodbye to your friends.
Well,
say goodbye to
he
your
wanted
team.
to go to Germany though.
I'm not saying he didn't want to go, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like that's a whole life change,
of
bro.
course.
Touchdown.
So you
Yo,
get-
actually, like
That's
somebody
the
got
shit,
hurt.
yeah.
You gotta come back. Like going back and forth about going back. Everybody saying that he's going back, and then just to find out that like you
It's
got
on,
yeah.
yeah.
It's back on the loan move for 90 mil, whatever the heck. It's just like damn, like it just reminds you like how little control that like athletes actually have over their destiny in certain ways.
And you know what's way worse? The NFL and NBA, because you have no power if you're not one of the top players.
Yeah.
Because this isn't a trade. He has to have the contract and sign with these teams. Versus the NBA, you just be getting shipped off. Dudes really find out on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, then how do you guys feel about Isak and Wisa forcing their moves?
I mean,
Go
it's
ahead.
interesting, honestly, because
But that's control, no? Isn't that control?
But players are the product. They should have control. Labor should always have the control. Is my
Trying to
opinion.
push back.
But
What
that's what I'm saying. Is there? So are we saying there is or isn't control?
for who?
Well, the reason I'm saying this one was weirder was more the fact that. Well, go ahead.
For who? For who? Sorry, who's
Yeah.
controlling who?
He's saying the players being in control.
It's pushback. What did Kane do when he was trying to go by? He did the same thing. Stopped training, right?
I don't think so. I thought he had a healthier exit.
He didn't. Did Kane stop training?
No,
No, I think he had a healthy exit from Tottenham.
I don't know for real.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't believe so. I don't remember hearing much about that.
Because that's
But those are anomalies. Those players having the power and wielding it, and also it working out.
It's interesting to see too because Isak went to social media.
Yeah,
New times.
it is. But also, it's like you're not forced to work anywhere. So like you should be able to leave.
Solid.
It feels weird to not be able to leave. But of course, then you did sign a contract for that many years, yada yada. But yeah,
Maybe
What is that? Control or like an illusion of control?
which one?
Which one?
Isak moving?
like a player pushing back?
Because in the end, right? Like, let's say Isak does what he does, and he's like, "Oh, I've been betrayed," da da da, and then Newcastle just decides, "Are you gonna sit on the bench for another season?" Versus ultimately selling him. So is it control or like an illusion of control
Who? The player?
for the player?
Well, it's
Because we could say it's control. Oh, he forced the move, but like in the end of the day, Newcastle literally could have just been like, so "You're sitting on the bench the whole season."
And as much
which
as
would not have behooved them though.
that's the thing.
They
could
got
have
rich off
They
that.
could have sacrificed them. Like
Yeah.
if the owner was more prideful, he could have just been like, "I sit
Yeah.
on the bench."
Ultimate control, technically speaking, would be the club if you're under contract.
Yeah.
Because legally you signed for that amount of time. But the best players have the most leverage. And you see it
Yeah,
in other
definitely,
sports too.
definitely.
That's why LeBron does the 1 year opt out, opt in to keep boosting his contract sort of thing. But he's LeBron James. Other people can't do that. So I think it obviously depends on the player. But a player as good as Isak with the value he has in the market, he had the control and you can see why it happened. That's how I would kind of break it down.
Justice
Dude.
Nick Jackson.
But he got what he wanted, right? From what I understand, I thought the
player-
the lack of justice is like, oh, you're going to the club you want to go to, and then we have to bring you back when you're in Germany. That to me is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The player,
Yeah.
That, the player that people on social media are saying was treated the most poorly during this transfer market was Mark Gahey.
I saw that
I
too.
did see
Because he didn't get the move to Liverpool
The story-
because of the Isak
exactly.
thing.
Wait, I thought it went through.
No, it didn't because of the Isak purchase, so they didn't want to spend the bread. So he's back at Crystal
The
Palace.
story,
Wait, what?
They had the.
I saw the like.
he had a
post.
thank you ready to the club, or the team had the thank you to him ready. And isn't he the captain?
You talking about?
Crystal
Yeah.
Palace.
Oh damn!
And speaking of the Black Super team getting broken up,
Yeah,
that's
that
why
was
I was
a-
like,
yeah, the story with him is that like
Yeah.
he was kind of like the most professional about it. He didn't make any noise on social
Yeah.
media. Of course, he wanted to make that big move, that next step in a World Cup year to go play for Liverpool.
They leaked that
that's,
shit.
That's gay. He's like thought process. That's what he wants, but he's very professional about it. He doesn't make any issues with the club. While Isak and Wisa for Brentford and Newcastle respectively sit out, delete all their posts with the club,
yeah,
making statements, blah blah blah. They're being pushy and they get their moves. Gehi, who we're saying is the consummate professional in the scenario, ends up not being able to transfer, and now he's still at Crystal Palace. So maybe the lesson is that you should sit out. Maybe the lesson is that you should make a little bit of noise and cause a little bit of trouble at your club, and they'll let you go.
yeah,
Business is business, bro. It's unfortunate.
yeah. Or make the noise if you have to, because sometimes that
Yeah.
professional route is because they know they're working well behind the scenes. We're gonna make sure you get this move.
Yeah.
But when they're not delivering on it,
Yeah.
But it's hard because what if they gave him the promise? But low key, it's also kind of Liverpool's fault too. Because
Absolutely,
I'm pretty sure if Liverpool was willing to have spent it, they could have. Is
Could've.
my understanding.
absolutely.
So that's an interesting. Yeah, Liverpool's new to this. I don't think that. I feel like a Chelsea would have just bought him for sure.
Yeah.
City would have, Madrid. But Liverpool's just a little bit more conservative,
Mm.
even though they had the crazy summer. But
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
to say?
Any
Damn.
transfers that surprised you guys, shocked you guys? Anything that you weren't
A
expecting?
private jet had also been lined up to take Gehi to Merseyside that evening.
Lord have mercy. Not the Clareport ready, and you can't go.
Damn, he had already signed off on a farewell video that has since been leaked.
Leaked. It's
online.
leaked on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah,
Damn.
nuts.
Well, I'm here.
Yeah,
Mm.
couple other transfers.
Here.
Right. few other transfers I want y'all takes on. Sancho to Aston Villa right after Rashford leaves Villa for Barca. Xavi Simons and Kolo Muani to Spurs. I think that's a very interesting
Yeah,
move. I
OP.
love it though. And Garnacho to Chelsea from Man United. And then Man United officially giving Antony
So-
back to Betis as well.
My take, as I spent like 6 hours with an Arsenal fan yesterday. My take is that
Doing
Arsenal-
what? Doing what?
moving into my new apartment.
Arsenal's?
His friend, in other words, your friend's an Arsenal fan. That's what you meant. Okay.
Anyways, if Arsenal was a serious club, they would have spent the money and gone and gotten Rodrygo.
Yeah.
If they were a serious club with the actual mentality to get that elite piece in their club, they need a left winger. You go get Rodrygo. They spent 65 million on Eze, 45 million on Madueke,
60 on Madueke, yeah.
60 on Madueke.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. So that money
signing.
is what you spend on Rodrygo. That's what you spend on Rodrygo. You go get Rodrygo,
For
and you
120,
have an elite, front three of Rodrygo, Gyökeres, and Saka.
Don't they
Now-
on the same side?
No. Rodrigo's best on the left, but he hasn't played left because
Exactly.
of Vinny and Mbappe. Yeah.
Exactly. Hence,
All right.
what we're
Jumpy.
seeing from Arsenal is just more of the
Jumpy.
same. It's more of the same.
Yeah.
Eze is not going to win you the league. Let's be
No.
honest.
Oh, and if we want to get into Arsenal real quick,
He's not even starting yet.
we were texting in the chat. I think it was the Man United last minute win. We were kind of laughing about that. But I was like, yo, I need Arsenal Liverpool to be an exciting game
Right,
tomorrow.
right.
And Arsenal gave a dud, bro. Another dud, conservative, boring, nothing.
Yeah.
They offer nothing, man.
Yeah.
That shit was just like, you're not going to beat Liverpool. Like, you're just not going to win this league.
I'm with
And I know they had injuries. I know people were missing. But this is why they go back to Arteta being a much more defensive coach. Like, dog,
Yeah.
this was whack.
Yeah.
It was not a fun game to watch.
What you talking about is haram ball, bro.
Heavy.
Go get
allowed-
Wingers doing
Are
nothing.
we allowed to say that next week?
No.
Yeah.
Not during that segment.
But Noni was a good signing because he actually
Yeah.
Stop saying
He
that.
was
he actually
doing
played
pretty good.
fresh.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, also, Soboslai is a player that deserves some flowers.
Baller. That free kick was crazy.
He moved. He moved from
Leipzig, right?
playing, I'm
No,
saying he moved from
CDM.
playing like.
Oh, you're saying yeah.
He was
Right
a
back?
center attacking mid. Moved to CDM for Liverpool. Frimpong gets injured. He moves to right back. Balls out.
Yeah, that was
Like,
crazy.
Ever since because I think his first game in that position was Newcastle.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, like he's locking up players on the wing. Like
Yeah.
I did not know
he's
could do
actually
that.
nice. Scores
Yeah.
a game-winning free kick.
He had a very good
I was like,
season last
okay.
year too.
Yep.
Yeah,
He had a very good season last.
But
year.
he's showing that he's mad versatile.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
Where's he from?
hungry.
Interesting.
And he said in an interview after the game, like go check my history. I've scored better free kicks than that.
Yeah,
Mm.
like have more than that. It's not even exciting.
bro.
I like that.
Puskás is from his country. That's what the goal of the year is named after every
That's a
time.
fact.
Type
Yeah.
shit.
Xavi Simmons and
Kolumwani to Spurs. On
Xavi
top of Kudus, too. That's
Yeah.
a really good
Yeah, it's
window
really-
for Spurs.
Xavi Simmons, Kolomwani, Kudus. Yeah,
I like it a lot.
I
That's
like it a lot.
that's-
Too.
It's culture, too. I know
exactly.
y'all hate when we talk about that's culture.
Yeah.
I fuck with that heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Fly black dudes on the team that
Well
help
said.
sell jerseys
Well said.
and have the
Didn't say-
crazy
well
edits. And, you know, then they're in the rapper video and we just like it and it's cool and it helps Gen Z also attack to the, yeah, absolutely. It's fire.
Well said.
Love to see it.
I hope Xavi really like goes crazy, bro. I feel like
Bro, I need it.
we've talked about it
Yeah.
already, but he's been like waiting for that just explosion
Yeah.
season, and now he's in the Prem, so it's like, yo, this is the time to
Yeah.
We've seen that boy since La Masia, the
Yeah.
kid videos.
The
Yeah.
PSG with the
The
Corbin
long
Blue
hair.
curly blonde.
Long
Facts.
So what I'm saying.
I had him as my Bundesliga breakout player of the year. Obviously, he's in a different league now, but I think
Facts.
this is going to be the year. By the end of the season, he's in a different tier of midfielders. Not saying he's going to be Vitinha, Pedri, Jude level, but a tier below or one more below that. But I think he'll be starting to reach the upper echelon. Because right now he's kind of, it's still potential. It's not fully realized.
Yeah.
And I think this year he takes that step. And to help him start for the Dutch national team too.
One thing, for a fact, I was gonna even bring it back to that, but one thing I always appreciate, especially in British football, is when somebody who doesn't come from British football excels.
Facts. Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how his play style is expressed because what Spanish, French, and German
Yeah.
experience. He didn't come up in Britain.
But I think he'll cook. Same
No,
way like a David Silva, Juan Mata kind of cook.
Oh, he has to.
I think he'll cook for sure.
My emotional worry is for Kolomwani at Tottenham. It's just
I mean,
Yeah.
how was he at Juve? You probably have more
he was
visibility.
okay. He was okay. I think Juve is not as there's not as much pressure on you as in Italy as in England.
England,
Media isn't as international.
Of course.
I don't
Really?
know.
Yeah.
It's not as
Because I hear Juve fans like
no,
were
no. It's
tweaking
not.
last
It's just
season.
not as international.
English,
Okay.
English speaking.
Yeah.
Nah,
So like it's just not like it's. I feel like I don't know. I feel for Kolomwani as a player, just as a human being that
Nah, 'cause
that
he's-
missing the World Cup.
Bro,
and,
it
like,
still affects him.
the way that the. So I just hope that Tottenham doesn't Tottenham him,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word. You know what I mean? Like that seems like a club where someone who doesn't necessarily have the strongest self-confidence as a striker that could go poorly
Yeah.
Kinda.
on paper. So we'll see.
They look better this year, though.
Yeah.
But the weird thing, so the thing about Tottenham, though, they win the first 2 games. They beat Man City, the
Yeah.
all-black kid. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, the new signings.
Yeah.
And you lose at home to Bournemouth. Which is a good team. Semenyo cooked, but it's just like, that's the most, they call it
Semenyo's a
Spursy.
baller.
That is just some
Tough.
Spursy,
Semenyo's a
some
baller.
Spursy shit. Some
Yeah, it's
Spursy
true.
shit, man.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know. Tottenham's always a place where like people can build up their career.
Yeah.
So
Before we move on from the transfer stuff, we were talking last time about like the financial bubble bursting,
Yeah.
and I was like reading a really interesting like football like finance article, but it was basically talking about how like the current state of like spending in football in England particularly is matching up with like the amount of like real estate spending in England
Yeah.
right now, and it was basically saying how like people have been waiting for like 30 years for the like real estate bubble in the UK to burst, but it hasn't, because instead of being about supply and demand, it's been a place where people kind of like rest their money instead of like almost like a storage thing in exchange for like other like perks. Obviously,
Like the
we saw
US?
with Abramovich and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're saying like it's basically the same thing in football now. Like
Yeah.
foreign investors are coming in and kind of using football as a vehicle to like rest their money or like exchange it for perks like tickets and relationships with other like vendors and sponsors versus like actual any sort of like supply and demand affecting like pricing.
And
thought
England
that was really
specifically is the
interesting.
league they're using for it for the most part.
Exactly.
It's real, bro. And that parking of money too. We live here in New York City. Some of the tallest buildings in our skyline are actually residential buildings.
Yep.
It's called Billionaires Row, where foreign investors are parking essentially $250 million in a single floor there,
Yeah.
and they'll never live there. So these buildings are half empty. And it's purely as a financial asset for shit
Yeah.
like that. It's crazy.
It's interesting though.
Yeah.
Like, damn. I never thought about that. And it's
Yeah.
like, it just speaks more to like everybody being involved just being like a pawn.
And that goes in,
Like it's true. Like,
bro, it goes into people feeling like football's changed because of the level of business investment
Yeah,
where it's
yeah,
beyond the fans. And
exactly.
And we was talking about, but the cool thing about Bundesliga is fans got to own it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Absolutely true.
Yeah. Interesting. Quick thoughts on Garnacho to Chelsea and Sancho to Aston Villa.
I mean,
Any thoughts on those?
yeah, it's just a wave that's getting chipped off. Like I'll say the Sancho one, he mentioned that Rashford told him that it was comfortable with family as expected. Because even if you see like Sancho coming to United, I feel like Rashford was the influence there.
Yeah.
Garnacho to Chelsea. We'll just see how he does at Chelsea, man. Because there's a lot of people in his position, no?
Mad people everywhere, bro.
So it's the wingers.
So it's like
Low key, like none of them have really cemented
their spot.
Like other than Neto.
Wingers Union.
We need a wingers. I feel like wingers be getting shipped off the most. They just be bouncing around for real.
Like Garnacho could easily like make his way into starting 11.
Who starts on the left for y'all now? Neto's on the right, I think.
Neto's on the right.
Cole behind.
It's been like kind of like all over the place because we've had mad injuries to start the season. But it's either like Esteval.
Oh, facts.
What's his name? The new signing, Gittins.
Byron
Gittins
from Dortmund.
Yeah, so
it's
only been 3 games, so it's kind of been like rotated. But
heard Esteval's look really good though.
Yeah, Esteval's nice.
18.
Yeah,
18.
Watching in person.
Joao too. I said breakout player of the year. Joao looking real good up top.
2 goals in 2 games.
It's a fact. Big facts.
Yeah.
Well, moving on.
I heard Garnacho's a toxin in the locker room though.
I've heard.
I don't know. They just said that at United he was just like bad for the locker room.
No. I know that him and the coach, there was definitely some back and forth during the last, end of the season, if y'all remember.
Yeah.
But it's always been on Kobe, Garnacho, I'm forgetting one of the one.
Not even playing Kobe like that, bro.
But but I'm just saying that little trio of Kobe, Garnacho, and Ahmad.
Yeah.
I mean, Garnacho's nice. That's the thing. Everybody just gets ruined at United. Like their confidence get ruined, like everything just get like. But when he first got to United, I was like, "Yo, who is this?"
Yeah,
not like when he came up. It's a fact.
Different. The bike he scored, I think it was the Puskas.
That was 2 seasons ago. Last season, it wasn't as consistent. And, it just comes with the expectation. Like that was his breakout, and now people expect you to hit it. Yeah. But
I just hope he doesn't end up being like how Sancho was when he came at Chelsea, where it was just like mad spotty. Like like he did well when he came on, but it's just like he just didn't get consistent burn.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Speaking of United. For 2 reasons. One, Grimsby Town, bro.
Y'all didn't talk about that?
We did, but Josh wasn't here. Man United. I can't get your take, bro. I know you're not going to say any words about it. Not when we got to that topic.
I wasn't here?
Once it was at the end of the pod.
You said you was
like to have that at the same time 3 former managers are fired all in Turkey too. Turkey. What's going on, man?
Yeah, if you don't watch some games, it just don't happen.
Gotta watch them.
That's a fact.
Yo, like if you don't open the room, it's not messy, right? It's like Schrodinger's fucking cat or whatever.
I'm not gonna lie.
That physics experiment.
You feel me? There's some games
if you don't perceive it, it didn't happen.
Ignorance is bliss.
If the tree falls in the forest
and no one hears it, did it happen?
Did it actually fall?
I was around.
Yeah, I was around. We saw it.
I watched it.
I watched it.
I was around
for sure.
It's funny.
That tree fell.
The tree definitely fell. The tree been down, to be honest.
He said the tree made a noise.
A lot of noise.
It's bad. Honestly, it's one of those things where you see the mental health of our manager. It's all over the place, and he's open about it.
He's super open about it.
Why not? Why
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing. It's like
why not?
United's gotten to a point where it's not even about the football anymore. That's how poorly they're doing. It's like, are these people actually okay?
Nah, it's tough, bro. It's tough to.
Better help sponsor.
Big win though. Last minute penalty. You know what I'm saying? Nice little Brentford victory. It's huge for y'all. 3 points.
Like it's funny.
Hard to come by, but
hey man, you take
it's something, dog.
The funny thing about the Grimsby game. The guy who came on like with 20 minutes left for Grimsby and then ultimately was the only one that missed a penalty.
Yes.
He like wasn't supposed to be in the game.
Yeah.
He like missed the trade deadline by like an hour or something like that, and like technically wasn't like actually a Grimsby like player. But he still got in the game.
They technically could have been kicked out of the competition, but instead they're being fined 20,000.
I thought you were gonna bring up the fact that one of the Grimsby boys
used United, right?
Yeah, with Rashford and shit. And so one of his mans after the y'all seen it?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
He came and did the Rashford celly.
Yeah,
nigga was weak.
Rashford loved it.
The only thing I saw like that was the goalkeeper apparently was like a big like United fan and was like openly.
There's one player who I think said something about that shit.
Yeah, he was like openly a United fan.
So it hurts, but at the same time,
yeah,
that's crazy,
bro. Listen,
yeah,
4th division.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like I didn't watch it because I expected some shit.
Yeah.
I was with the United fan.
Was crazy.
I was with the United fan earlier. Jesse, he's talking about, it's gonna be a good chance to get Kobe started. Let's get a win under our belt early in the season. Like, it's League 2. Tough times for y'all, man.
Recently, somebody in my life told me we could only go up from here.
Hey, listen, man.
Could only go up.
I don't know with United in life. With us, for sure. With United, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's next.
There's more down. There's more down to go.
In football, there's
Yeah.
relegation.
There's relegation, bro.
That
There's
will-
plenty.
Premier
Actually, there's
League-
4 leagues to get relegated.
Bro, the Premier League won't let that happen for us.
Why? It almost happened last year.
They won't let it.
Okay.
Prem won't let it.
The Prem won't let it happen.
The refs.
Players will.
I feel like the
can't.
Prem will let it.
No, they wouldn't.
They've been like
It's low-key a
preparing.
good story.
They've been preparing for it for years now. Like it's been getting
I
worse.
feel like it's been showing you how resistant they are, even how bad it is. That's more so.
That's
I don't know. Last year they got.
insane way to twist it.
Yeah, they got closer
Resistant?
last year.
Resistant.
I'm saying that like even when we're shit, like they wouldn't, bro.
I don't know,
You
man.
know-
16th. They let y'all get lower than
That's what I'm saying, but they
You
won't
think?
never let it happen.
Alright.
We can't get relegated, bro.
Why?
I don't-
Juve got relegated.
Cunha just got injured.
I can see y'all getting relegated.
I could definitely see y'all getting relegated.
You
this
imagine?
season.
Nah, it won't happen, but it could.
If y'all lose Bruno,
You know what I mean? It won't, but it could.
Why not? It's mental health.
Who?
At the club, the mental health is awful.
yeah,
Someone
the,
got
the mental health is awful. The facilities are.
You got the new keeper, the Belgian dude.
And then every touch gets like more and more important.
yeah,
It
like
gets like more and more like
you can feel the like
Yeah.
Pressure, the
tension.
tension.
You can feel the tension
100,
every
100.
game. Like it's like every touch is
It's
like,
really
oh,
scary.
Shit, I can't fuck up.
And the world is watching.
Yeah, like,
the way, like,
I watch those games just
I
to
am hate
hope.
watching. I
Yeah,
am there.
everybody's hate
I
watching.
will be there.
yeah.
The whole
that's
world
it,
is
that's
hate
why.
watching.
You know what? People, especially older folks, remember what y'all did
To niggas.
from like if you're a
90s.
40-year-old whatever fan in the England, they are just eating this up.
Yeah.
Niggas used to smack.
Because
niggas
Sir
around.
Alex won like what 14,
Smack.
11? Yeah, smack.
niggas around. So like, nah, that's the thing. There's
It's a
definitely
get back for the country, bro. It's a get back.
exactly. Yeah.
Y'all let off a bunch of players. Y'all panic buy it, and now your panic buys are getting injured. You could get relegated, bro.
All right.
Bruno,
We'll see.
if Bruno
No,
gets
Bruno
hurt,
cannot get hurt.
don't let
If
Bruno.
Bruno's
Don't let
the club.
Bruno-
If Bruno
Don't let Bruno miss a couple weeks, boy.
Wow.
Yeah, no. trust
International
me.
break coming up.
Yeah, man.
And
Bruno can't get hurt.
And what next game he's going up against?
City. City lost 2 in a row though. City's low key not looking good to start,
Oh, come on,
but
bro.
they should beat United. Although United beat them last year, actually.
Yeah, it's the different United though.
I don't know, bro. We'll see. We'll see, man. Well, something that doesn't have to do with Manchester United is the UEFA Champions League as we enter the
It's like
league
stupid,
phase in
man.
the next couple of weeks.
They can't-
There are some exciting
My club too.
matchups. Yeah, your club's not involved either. You know, it's the UCL side over here.
Seven. Not too much.
15.
It's okay.
It's fair. It's fair. Some notable games that are going to be happening this Champions League phase. We have Barca versus PSG, which is what a lot of people wanted to be
Damn,
the
that's
Champions League final. Real Madrid versus Liverpool, which has been a couple of Champions League finals, of course. Napoli versus Man City as well. Return of KDB. So anything y'all looking forward to specifically
does
to
it
this
start
league
up?
phase? 2 weeks from now, around the 16th.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to away days in Kazakhstan. That's what I'm looking forward to.
that's who Madrid has, right?
Yes, sir.
The 11-hour flight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 11-hour flight.
What is that
There's a Kazakhstani team in the Champions League
Yeah.
for the first time?
for the first time.
So Madrid's away flight is 11 hours.
That's
OD.
on like a latitude longitude line.
It's actually insane.
It's like India.
Yeah, it's crazy.
over there.
It's-
I don't know why they're in it,
Yeah.
but hello.
Why they wouldn't be in the
11 hours?
Asian Champions League, for
Yeah.
instance. Yeah. I mean, just it's
11?
politics. 11 hours.
Yeah.
From Spain. So from here, it's like, 18. It's unreal, bro.
11-hour flight.
Yeah.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
You need like
That's my
two.
club.
You need like 3 days before you play.
I mean, everyone's going to,
Yeah.
like, I'm a Real Madrid fan, but if that were to be any sort of upset, that would be like
Be fun.
unreal history, bro. Shout out Bodo Glimt. They qualified
Glimt as
well.
for the Champions League after we laughed during what Conference League it was?
Yeah.
Or Europa? It was Europa.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know. We were like, what the hell's a Bodo Glimt? when We were doing our predictions, but
Shout out.
they're doing their
They
thing,
had
man.
good kits too. They did a
Yeah.
dope kit release in like an iceberg.
Yeah. For sure. Any early predictions? Obviously, we'll talk about it closer to it, but for the league phase,
I think Benfica's gonna do well.
Benfica?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Spanish teams are surprisingly like, I don't know, bruh. Barcelona's been fake disappointing
I love it. It's great.
in league play.
Yeah, they should have lost that game because Lamin's penalty was not a penalty by any metric.
Yeah, facts.
Actually, it was so bad that
They
every
see that.
every Barca fan was like, that's not a penalty.
Yeah.
And they didn't even review it, which I don't understand how that works. Then Rayo Vallecano tied it up. And at the end, did you watch the game?
Yeah.
Last 15 minutes, Rayo Vallecano could have had
Disgusting.
3.
Yeah.
Bro, Joan Garcia, I think is the name of Barca's keeper.
The keeper went crazy.
He went crazy because Rayo Vallecano was going to win.
They had
the
like
game.
3 1-on-1.
Yeah. The other day, they were down 2-0, had to come back last second.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the wins they had last year. By the way, they only won the title by 4 points. I think it got a little overblown. They had a lot of last minute winners. Those games not converting this season could be a struggle for them. So we'll see. I mean, they've only dropped 2 points, but
Yeah, well, my point was just like
Atletico's been disappointing.
Yeah,
They haven't
like
won
the
yet,
teams that are the Spanish teams that are in the Champions League. I've been like,
Yeah.
they don't look that scary.
But Villarreal and Bilbao are the ones that look a little bit better.
Yeah.
Bilbao's perfect to start, 3 wins from 3. Shout out Nico Williams staying loyal. Villarreal's offense looks incredible. Tejan Buchanan, hat-trick, some history
facts.
there. So
Facts.
it's really Barca and Atletico, and especially Atletico. No wins in the first 3 games.
They have no wins.
0. Diego, what's going on, fam?
That's kind of nasty.
I'm telling you, it's a bit of a risk. How long will he stay?
Nah, he'll retire before they fire him.
No, I don't think they could even fire him. Like, no matter what, they'll go through the season, and then he'll find a new job.
Yeah.
I can see him coaching in Serie A for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
He just seemed
Who
like
did-
a Napoli manager or something.
Who did I see got fired after 2 games?
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
Oh, fuck.
Which is part of what I was mentioning with United. We can get right into that. 3
Yeah.
former United coaches fired in a week, right?
Yeah.
Him, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Jose Mourinho. Unreal.
It's impossible, bro.
Yeah.
And somebody just
there another one?
Ederson just went to Fenerbahce.
Yeah. So did Sane. No, Sane went to Galatasaray.
Galatasaray has a squad, bro.
They
just
do.
signed Gundogan as well.
Yeah.
They have a squad.
Victor Osimhen as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got a good team.
Yeah, Donnarumma to City, right?
Donnarumma's going to Man City?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
not starting for Man City.
Who's starting?
It's a good take actually. I saw Aaron
Yes,
West.
and he
Aaron
got
West saying
cooked for this.
he's
He
right.
got cooked.
He's absolutely right.
Wait,
Aaron
wait,
West.
So you're gonna just do what he did? To
He's
get
right. I'm a
cooked
defender.
again
He's
on
right.
the
Wait,
channel?
Seb, what are you saying?
Stop it.
He's
bro.
right.
He'll love this.
I don't know what's
right.
going on.
Oh, he'll love this. He'll love
Aaron
this.
said Donnarumma isn't going to start for City after 4 games.
Who said this?
Aaron West.
Oh, okay.
On CBS Galazzo, and
'Cause he said-
him
Of
like,
course.
"Yo, we came here
'Cause-
for Micah and what's
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah.
Thierry."
That's fine.
That's
And they probably did.
definitely.
And they probably did. But the point that Aaron was trying to make, is that Donnarumma is not a ball playing goalkeeper, which is true. It's true. Donnarumma has never been good with his feet. I'm a Milan fan, so I've been watching Donnarumma since he was 15.
Yeah.
He has never been good with his feet. His when he plays for Italy, he's not good with his feet. The rean why Italy didn't go to a World Cup was because of a mistake he made against North Macedonia. Italians remember that. I know. Ha ha
That's not why.
ha. No, I mean that was
There's
the
a
game.
lot of reasons.
He's the reason
No.
you lost to fucking North Macedonia.
So the goal came due to a poor touch from him.
But you're gonna
Aaron-
blame
They
him.
answer that shit.
Aaron West.
You're gonna blame him. You
I'm a
couldn't
Milan
score
fan.
against North
First of all, I'm a Milan
Macedonia.
fan, so I don't really like Donnarumma like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, Aaron is right because Donnarumma's touch, his play, his build out play from the back doesn't fit Pep's system. So either he gets a lot better at playing the ball at the back, or Trafford starts over him. 5 or 6 games, Pep is going to realize that he's bought a goalkeeper that does not fit into the ball playing system that he needs.
Didn't PSG play?
Let me ask you a question.
Nowhere near as much.
not as rich,
Let me just
In
ask you a
France.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
Do you hire a keeper to stop goals or to play out the back?
depends what era of football
Do
you're
you
playing.
hire Sebastian? Look at me in the
I-
eyes.
in the eyes. In the
There's
eyes.
two.
These
There's two answers. One is correct. Do you hire?
There's one correct answer. There's two answers. There's 2 answers, but one is correct. Multiple choice.
Select all that apply. Select all that apply.
There's two.
Or C,
The last one is the first 2 are true.
There's 2 options.
Yeah.
There's 2 options.
Yep.
One is correct.
Yep.
Do you hire a goalkeeper to stop shots?
Yes.
Or to play with his feet?
Brother, in
Pep will
this
say
day and
both.
age, come on.
Pep-
Bro, you hire a goalkeeper to stop fucking goals from going in the back of the net.
In this
and
day and
that's what he's
age-
good at.
In this day and age,
It changes
the
the
goalkeeper
ball.
is supposed to be your 4th center back.
Yeah.
Supposed
Sure,
to be.
no, but bro, he's one of the best shot stoppers in the world.
Yes.
Like we're acting
That's
like,
his
oh,
best asset. Is
yeah, we're acting
Hey,
like, oh, like
What was Aaron's point, bro? He said his shot stopping rate not that good, bro. Not that good. 46%, not that good.
I think one way.
Not that good. 46%.
46% what?
His shot stopping rate in the French league. Not that good.
Man, I saw that game versus Liverpool.
Yeah,
Champions League, he was good. Champions League, he was
I don't
good.
care about
Yeah.
the percentages.
I will
watch this
agree.
man.
He's not like the out and out, no question, world's best keeper vibe just because he had a great UCL.
Yep.
But to say he's not a phenomenal shot stopper, what are we doing, bro?
I think
That's why
No, that's not what I said. No one said he's not.
No,
I said he's not going to start.
No, I know
You
he
don't-
said that.
You don't bring
I know
in
he said that.
You don't bring in Donnarumma not to.
That's the other thing.
bro.
If there's one manager who's going to do it, it's Pep.
I feel like one thing in terms of what
But why
you're
would
bringing
Pep
up.
want him then?
Nah, hear me.
Pep a little
Kendrick,
greedy last year. He don't care. Throw the money away.
Kendrick, one way to think about it though, as you brought up the I guess the thought process behind it. Some people think of the goalie as the first step in the attack.
I get that.
Do you think that's a valid thought?
Room is the first step.
But he's
before
saying,
attack.
fuck all that. You need to stop goals.
Yeah, just the way some people look at
Yeah.
striker as the first line of defense.
And actually,
yeah, but like you're not the striker's first responsibility is to score goals. You're not gonna not start the nigga that's scoring 20 plus goals because he like can't like
Press,
play defense
because he
as
can't
well.
press well.
Or he can't
Yeah.
come back because like you
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's like nigga's gonna do
primary
the job.
objective.
The
Primary
nigga's gonna
objective.
do
yeah.
the job.
I mean,
Your standards are low. Your standards for what you expect from your players are low. At Manchester City, the standards
I
are very
want my
high.
players to do their job.
City standards are high,
I want my players to do their job.
and we want multi-hyphenate
But watch this though.
players
Versatile.
at Manchester City.
But to be fair,
Well, we need
Playing
ball-playing keepers at Manchester City.
playing at the back has
What,
not
do you
been
have a
good
ball-playing
for them.
keeper at your club?
no.
So you're just not aware of what that looks like. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You're just
So
not
last
aware of
year,
exposed.
and they have a bad start to the season.
Who's your
Yeah,
keeper?
it's
Manyan?
Mike Manyan.
But sometimes you
Yeah,
gotta
yes.
evolve though too.
Then you'll see what ball-playing keeper looks like.
To be fair, they probably do need to evolve into not playing out the back as much because City has not been the same the last 18 months.
Yeah, they got a bunch of kids in the back.
Yeah. It's not been the same. You have to learn how to adapt. I'm Spanish. Spanish national team plays different now than in 2010, and we're better for it.
They got a bunch of
I think they should adapt. Kick the ball down the field sometimes, bro.
Oh shit!
Not even good.
City could use it.
got a
Y'all pass too much.
You got a 6'3" forward Viking. Just put the ball on his feet. He be getting.
Not even though, because they just need to go forward, bro.
Yeah,
Jack Grealish learned how to go forward again.
Nah, it's real
Look how
shit.
much better Jack Grealish is now with Everton than City. Because
Holland be getting like 7 touches a game, and they wonder why they're
he's just going side to side, and then
They're
eventually
like,
maybe
oh,
in 20
get
minutes.
a touch and score. But okay, if you actually give that nigga the ball more, you actually might do better.
I'm Spanish. I love possession, but at one point you have to go forward with the possession.
I love it.
So it's not even about the
a
possession. It's about going forward with it.
You do some kits.
Let's talk about some kits, man. Big shout out to our friends over at Pele Soccer. We'll be giving you weekly segments brought to you by them. And for this week, because we're early in the season, we're going to talk about our favorite kits of the 2025-2026 season. I can start unless anyone else wants to jump in.
You can go.
My favorite kit of this year is the Tottenham away all black kit. I think it looks super sleek. I love the design from Nike. They already used it when beating Man City 2-0 at the Etihad. I think it's going to look phenomenal on the likes of Xavi Simons, Kolo Muani, Kudus, all those new signings. And I think it'll look even better on those cold European nights. So that's definitely my favorite kit.
Hey man, following up with an all black, actually mostly black vibe because it has some blue and yellow accents. Gotta shout out United.
Yeah.
You know, Pele, you could always go and find really nice United kits. The third kit is one I'm looking forward to. It's very retro-y. It will look nice on and off the pitch.
For sure. That has the trifle too, right? The Adidas trifle. Yeah.
For me, it would be a collection of kits. The Total 90 kits that Nike have released for this season for some of the best clubs in the world have been all beautiful. Chelsea with the black Total 90 kit, Barcelona with the orange kit, PSG with the red, Corinthians with the black kit, Atletico with the blue. It's just, and even Tottenham with the bright highlighter yellow kit. It's just like a very simple, sleek template, and to see it replicated at all these elite clubs has been really dope.
For me, my favorite kit of the year is Roma's third kit. It's a full white kit with green gold accents on the sides. It's a real retro Adidas vibe. Collar, old Roma logo, looks super good, especially the long sleeve.
Yeah.
So that's the kit I gotta shout out. Go see if you can find it at Pele Soccer, all over the U.S.
And in Times Square.
Times
Absolutely, Times
Square,
Square.
man. Best soccer store in the city, and it's about to go crazy for the World Cup year. Best believe that. Always
Pele,
will.
Pele.
Big Pele.
Hmm.
That's a fact.
Bundesliga fans, the NFL season is starting very soon, and so the question that we have this week is a question about the importance of players on franchises. In the NFL, the QB1, the number one quarterback on an NFL team, is kind of known as the face of the franchise. In soccer, positions are a little bit different, so you might not have the same setups. But for Harry Kane and Bayern Munich, is Harry Kane as close as you can get to what a traditional quarterback is like, the face of the franchise for an American NFL team? And does that work the same way in the Bundesliga for Bayern and Harry Kane?
I feel like it works perfectly for Bayern Munich and Harry Kane because when you think about the quarterback on an NFL team, like you said, not only is he the face of the franchise, but he's also the player that you look to when the team is in their most dire moments. And you can say the same thing for Harry Kane. When Bayern is in need of a goal, when they're in need of some inspiration, regardless of where on the pitch, you know you can look to Harry Kane and say, like, he's going to inspire the team to go on and win the game. Whether that's him giving a direct goal contribution or him, like, hyping up his teammates or him just being someone you can look to and be like, all right, if he's confident, like, we can all be confident.
Another player that I think definitely fits that would be Marco Reus and his time at Borussia Dortmund. If you think about what it meant to be not just the face of the team, but being part of it for so long and building that legacy like a Tom Brady at the Patriots. And really every time you think about Borussia Dortmund, you think about this player. And then, of course, the physical importance on the pitch for what he was able to do, dictating play, the goals, the assists, the big moments, the trophies, etc. I think Marco Reus would definitely fit the bill.
I think even, like, if we weren't taking another step, Florian Wirtz at Leverkusen last year.
Yeah.
Like, he was literally the engine for that team. Like, the same way a quarterback is taking plays from the coach and directing players in certain directions, you can look to him in the middle to set up the whole play, create goals, create opportunities. So, yeah, I think it's a good comparison.
Positionally, I would say it's very different within football and football. You know, the quarterback is one who is obviously directing play and helping the progression up the field. And so sometimes it can be hard for a striker who does finish off the play and score the goals to be in the same way. So you look for midfielder, defenders. You brought up Philipp Lahm before. He was the face and, associated with Bayern and the German national team so heavy. They represented both. And then, shout out Jamal Musiala, recovering from injury. That's somebody who I could see in the future becoming like that. So Jamal will be Bayern's quarterback in the future.
All right, y'all. Moving on to La Liga. The legendary Antony is back in Sevilla playing for Real Betis.
Vamos.
He had an incredible second half of the season. You saw the last-minute winners. You saw the bangers. You saw Betis climb all the way up the table and make their first ever European final. What are y'all thoughts on him returning to Sevilla? And I don't know if y'all have seen the scenes in the city of what it means to them.
Crazy.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, it's always good when you see tears of joy in football.
Yeah, seriously.
Nah, for real. So he's happy to be where he's at. He went from England to Spain.
Yep.
Much better weather and just a style of play that fits him more. So that's why he's able to curl in those top bands.
I think for me, it's just like a beautiful full circle moment because there was all that talk at the end of last season of the Betis fans like starting GoFundMes and petitions and trying to do whatever they can do to like raise the money to bring him into the club permanently. And so to see like a whole city get behind a single player and be like, no, like collectively, like we love you, we appreciate you, we know what you mean to our team. And to see him to return and they're chanting his name down the street, following him and stuff like that, it's like just a beautiful first circle moment for a player that looked like we didn't know where his career was going to go after United. So
100%.
I think the coolest thing was seeing him walk down like those old Spanish streets.
Triana,
Like
that's where my dad grew up, bro.
Yeah, like it felt kind of ancient, like a knight returning from battle. Like like the citizens like reaching up to him. He's like, it felt real, like movie medieval. Like it was cool. So congratulations to him. Not many people ever get to feel something like that. So
seriously,
that's a very ancient feeling that he got to feel.
Yeah, bro.
He mentioned actually that wouldn't fit for La Liga.
Yeah. No, it was really on my dad's block, bro. Triana, one of the most famous. That's where my dad grew up in Sevilla. It's crazy. The João Neves bicycle kick.
Yes,
two.
What the fuck?
And a hat trick.
Fucking screamer.
Yes,
I was watching the game live.
Yeah.
You saw
that was ridiculous.
You saw the highlights.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Scored 2 bicycle kicks in the same game.
He did,
One
and a hat trick
better
as
than
a
the
20-year-old
other.
midfielder.
No, that was the next
That was
one.
crazy. Yeah, that was nuts.
I could do that clip.
It was like
Yeah,
he
we can-
controlled it. It wasn't like in the air. He hit it. He controlled both. But it was
2 is nuts, and a hat trick from midfield as like a defense. Yeah, wow. He's a baller,
I'm gonna look to the camera when I say this.
and he 20.
I've never seen a player do that. Like, a bicycle kick in a game is amazing. Then you do it again, and the second bicycle kick is better than the first one because the second one, you popped it up and you had the confidence to wait. And then the third one is a screamer from outside the box. That is one, like, because I was watching it live, that's one of the most, like, incredulous moments of my life. I didn't believe. I thought honestly, bro. Honestly, I thought that the game had lagged and it had gone back.
You thought it was a replay?
I thought it was a replay.
Yeah,
I said, "There's no way."
And it's for the first like 20 minutes.
There's no way. There's no way. Anyway,
Yeah.
Jean Neves,
Toulouse,
Toulouse.
and it was 6-3 too. Absolutely crazy game.
Nah,
I'm not feeling himself.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. If
Toulouse is good. Shout out
if
Mark
you're-
McKenzie on the team.
bro,
Market.
but
Yeah.
like if you on a team and some boy does 2 bikes on you, want to take his head off, bro.
Yeah,
Cause what?
Jean Neves is a really good player, bro.
Not 100.
The fact he's only 20 as well, crazy.
With his little tucked in shirt.
Literally with his tucked in shirt, oversized, and he like number 87 or something, right?
He feeling like Maradona.
You
bro.
feel me?
What a player.
Crazy chat, man. It was fire.
Heading into AFCON 2025 in December, we have a lot of drama breaking out in the Cameroon camp. Recently, the manager of the Cameroonian national football team, Mark Bree, said that Ekitike is no longer welcome in the Cameroonian national team. There's been a lot of talk about whether or not he was going to get called up to the French national team. He was trying for years. Obviously, we know now that he's been selected for the qualifiers in his upcoming international window. But essentially, the manager, Mark Bree, was saying that, you know, Cameroon is not going to be anybody's second choice. Like, he wants players who want to play for Cameroon. He wants players who are going to make it their priority to make the Cameroonian national team. And yeah, he's just not impressed by a player that's not going to put them first. And I think, personally, I haven't really heard a manager in Africa that's representing an African national team come out and say something like a statement that strong to say, like, look, we know there's like incredible talent out there, but we don't care how good you are. We don't care what team you're playing for. We want players who are going to put us first. And I know there's been a lot of like mixed reactions to that, but personally, I think it's really good to see.
Yeah.
What are
Xavier
your
Cameroon, you doing
thoughts?
first.
I mean, as a Cameroonian, there's a lot of Franco-Cameroonian players who have decided to play for France or Belgium or Switzerland. Mbolo for Switzerland,
Tchouameni on France.
Onana for Belgium,
Yeah.
Tchouameni, Mbappe for France. The list goes on about the French Cameroonians. And so, of course, it's always challenging, especially because Cameroonians have literally been scored on by a Cameroonian in the World Cup when Mbolo scored for Cameroon against Switzerland. So it's a bit of a sore spot. I think Ekitike's case is a bit less dramatic than some of the other ones because, at least from what I've seen and from what I've looked up, I haven't really seen him like say anything negative about Cameroon or even say that he even had any thoughts about Cameroon. So it's kind of like someone who hasn't really talked about you and you're saying, "Oh, I never wanted you." But I never said that I even thought about you. Why are you saying you didn't want me? Like, you know,
Yeah.
I think it's at the point where African football, Cameroonian football, there's clearly so much talent. We just need to look inward. We need to invest in our fields. We need to invest in our infrastructure athletically because the talent is there. Okay, keep slipping through. Let's stop going for people who have clearly expressed no interest in wanting to play for Cameroon and invest back home because the talent is there. So that's kind of what I'd say.
I would say too, it's to fix the root of the infrastructure problem, like you said, you need to invest in your country
Yeah.
rather than only looking at the diaspora outside to try to snag
That I would push
people.
back on, actually. Cape Verde and Morocco are examples of countries that have looked out and really gotten better.
No, you should, but I think you need to build it better for the people in the community as well. That's more what I'm
Sure.
trying to say. Because at the same time, it's like, if we look at the world of Cameroonians,
Yeah.
to focus less on the Cameroonians in Cameroon who grew up in the country,
Yeah.
it's quite backwards and unfair. Because like, I'm absolutely only going to play for Cameroon,
Yeah.
but you're worried more about the kids in Paris than me.
Fair
That
enough.
to me is
Uh,
not very fair.
I think that's
Yeah.
the manager's. I think that's his
Yeah.
point, though. He's like,
Exactly.
because the press. The only reason this came up is because the press was asking about him, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Yo, he's not worried about us. Like,
Yeah.
like we don't even want him. Like, we want the players who are either here or abroad or like putting Cameroon first."
Yeah.
And I think that feeds back to what you're saying as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean,
But it helped. No, it absolutely helps to bring the diaspora in.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but at the same time, it's like, if we get into it within like the French Cameroonians or French whatever, their infrastructure they grew up on is different. And then we talked before about the messes that some of these federations are going through in
Yeah.
terms of the treatment of players. It's like, now you expect me to go back there when they didn't show me that love. And it's been a mess for the people also who grew up there.
yeah.
And it's not, So then you have to get into the selfishness of the player, just like what's best for my career, which is why it becomes very tricky. And then it gets into, that versus the national identity. So it's a bit of a mess.
I think
So the more you can fix the mess internally, I think it'll help both the kids who grow up in those countries and the person in Paris, in London, etc. will want to come back. It's a higher likelihood, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ripple effect that you're mentioning too is not even just the desire of like someone who's abroad to want to come back, but also there might just be more of, I guess, visibility on like what trajectory needs to be taken. Like, if the parents, if it's like, okay, this is a system that I've seen that's been fruitful for other people. However, though I'm away, I can bring my kid back into this safe space and help them grow. Because at the end of the day, it's all about visibility too.
Yeah.
Along with corruption day everywhere. And so that's another concept. But we'll see. AFCON is warming up.
I'm
excited for it though. I like this though. I like the energy.
It's good dialogue that's coming out of it. And I think like I'm just surprised Cameroon, given what they won 5 AFCONs.
The best African nation.
They have like arguably one of the best footballers ever that's head of their federation is Samuel Eto'o. I'm surprised that they're having all this drama.
Well, there is this is insider politics. There is the people who hired Mark Bree is the Minister of Sport is the Ministry of Sport in Cameroon. Eto'o is head of FECAFOOT, which is the Footballing Federation of Cameroon. These are 2 different silos, so they're actually at odds.
So he's not running like the national team, basically. He's running like the football federation and like the clubs.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's a common divide in general. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which is the same way, for instance, like the reason why in La Liga is separate from the Copa del Rey. Because Copa del Rey is underneath the Spanish National Federation, RFEF, and then La Liga is its own entity.
FA in the Prem.
I want to give a big shout out to a super dope experience I was part of recently for the Ethiopia versus DC United match earlier this summer, the first Saturday of August. So shout out to Seb for kind of putting me on to this game. So the whole game, the purpose of it was a celebration of the Ethiopian diaspora in the DMV area. And so they had a match at Audi Fields between the Ethiopian national team and DC United. And it was a really cool cultural experience for me because I did more than just talking to people at the game. Also went to a few different food spots, had the traditional Ethiopian breakfast, had some injera, had some Ethiopian beer as well. And I don't even like beer, but it was absolutely fire. And talked to the people about what it means for them to have the team there. Also met an Uber driver who happened to be Ethiopian, and he talked about his experiences too. And it was just really beautiful to dive into such a kind of niche specific diaspora that we have in the US, but we have in so many of our cities. And this is like what to me really represents true American culture is the Ethiopian diaspora in the DMV, the Somalia diaspora in Minneapolis, Mexicans in Queens, Salvadorians in Los Angeles. Like that is really what American soccer to me is about. But I feel like these are the little pockets that don't always get this light. So being able to document it, video on the way soon was super dope. It was also very unique African-American experience for me as being so I'm half Spanish, half African-American, but within my African-American heritage, I don't know my African lineage, but I always meet Habesha people, specifically Ethiopians, who think, oh, are you Ethiopian? Are you Habesha? It just happened to be again in my vino, literally every single person I meet. So I went to these spots, these traditional, Ethiopian spots, and they're instantly asking me, thinking I'm part of their culture. Same time, my mom just took a DNA test, and it's like, am I discovering my lineage through this experience? So it was a super, super cool time, and also it's been a group of people that I felt the closest to in Africa in terms of like I'll be with some of my Habesha homies, and it's like mostly Habeshas in the get together, and they assume I'm it. And it's the first group of people from Africa who have done that. Dominicans and Puerto Ricans I get all the time, but in terms of no, for sure. But in terms of Africa, it's the first community, and I'm like, let's see what these DNA results say. So it was a very uniquely African American experience in terms of the black connection, but then I don't know my lineage, but then I'm here, you know what I'm saying? So it was really cool.
And one of the things that highlights is just the power of football. What football can do. That's what we're about. It's a very beautiful thing to see.
It was fire.
I was going to even ask you, bro, from a Golden Boot, he was able to link up with people on Ethiopian.
That's a fact. Shout out to Goose. He's now the technical coach of the national team. Completely forgot that I saw him on the field. Oh, shit, I got to go talk to him. So that'll be coming out too. Bethel Tesfaya as well. I talked to a few different teenage guys that were outside the stadium, like 5 or 6 dudes. They were so excited just to be on camera. So it was really cool to hear a youth teenage experience. A couple of women out there who were volunteering for their church too.
Oh, nice.
And then someone from the Ethiopian bar as well. Only audio, they didn't want to be on video, which I obviously fully respected, but they were just so excited like to be part of it. And yeah, the food was amazing. The food was incredible. It was unbelievable, bro.
That's a beautiful like cultural experience.
Yeah, it was dope.
You got to experience that in my city.
Your city. Now you claim it.
No, we're welcoming. We're open.
Yeah.
Could be your city too, man.
Crazy.
And like it's even more significant in the times we are in America and in DC specifically. So like that's when it really hit home. You know how much it meant for everybody.
City, yeah.
And shout out them. They balled out 3-0 over DC United. I think DC United was playing mostly the youth boys, but they got cooked.
Suck.
They got cooked. It was it was the youth guys, but still. Yeah.
Fucked it up.
Episode 93. Love y'all. Peace.
This is.
Have a good day.